Hey everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David and I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And I came across this over at Quartz. This is really interesting. Google is expected to make its largest ever acquisition, and that could spell trouble for Microsoft. I think it spells trouble for all of us by the sounds of it. Google's purchase of HubSpot is in line with its goal to take market share from Microsoft, according to one analyst. Yeah, very, very interesting. Google's parent Alphabet is reportedly making headway in its bid to acquire the $30 billion marketing software company HubSpot. That deal, which would be Google's largest ever acquisition, is part of the company's strategy to compete with Microsoft in the cloud applications market. Now, it does appear that Google has aspirations to try and take market share from Microsoft in the productivity suite, and they could use HubSpot to bundle applications together for clients, Cohen analyst Derek Woods said in a research note seen by Reuters. Yes, Google Docs is, I think, what they're referring to there. It's really interesting. Google is the third largest cloud service provider, but holds less than half the market share of Microsoft. Meanwhile, Amazon controls a third of the market. Yes, and if they're referring to Azure Cloud Services by Microsoft and Amazon's AWS, Amazon Web Services, have a little guess what they run on. They run on Linux. That's correct. Even Microsoft doesn't use its own Microsoft server for that. It's quite fascinating. Yes, look at this. Big tech share of the global cloud software market. Amazon Web Services 31%, Microsoft 24%, Google 11%, Alibaba 4%, and Salesforce 3%. Yes, that's very interesting. Reports of Google's potential acquisition first surfaced in April, sending HubSpot shares up as much as 11%. HubSpot's financials keep getting better, though analysts are skeptical over weakened demand for its products. The company swung to a profit of $6 million in the first quarter, with sales surging more than 20% from the prior year. Google's talks with HubSpot are ongoing, and no deal has been reached, according to Bloomberg. Now, while Google's still behind in the cloud market, it's on a much more even playing field with Microsoft in the AI space, where it is vying with a number of big tech contenders for dominance with convincing odds. Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon have all announced major new AI applications and features over the past year, as well as their own custom AI chips. Yes, you've got what is it they've got on my little Android phone here? Yes, Google Gemini is the competition for Microsoft's Copilot, which, of course, as I say, quite entertaining in its own right. The problem is I don't like the control that AI is having, as I said in the previous video, which they're introducing in their Recall product. This is Microsoft, that will basically take snapshots of your entire system every 2 seconds. It's quite intrusive. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, actually. But Google dropped a motherload of updates to its suite of AI tools called Gemini during its I/O developer conference, solidifying its spot as a major AI player. A week later, Microsoft made its own AI announcements, but they're now facing heat from European regulators. Yeah, very interesting to see Google there trying to purchase HubSpot and sort of get some headway in that cloud market that's, take away some market share from Microsoft in order to go after Google. So if Google, in fact, does, take away some market share from Microsoft, it'll be interesting to see how much they actually chip away at that market share. Yes, again, I find it quite interesting, to say the very least, and it's something that I think that we should keep an eye on, and we'll keep you updated on Studio 64, so you'll know exactly what's going on. Let's keep an eye out for it. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News Update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video, because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say, I'm going to uninstall Google Gemini from my phone because I'm not a fan, shall we say. And as I also always say,
my nipples are very sensitive.